Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the finest Dawn of War Unification casts this side of East Yorkshire. And today I've got a 2 vs 2 on Marconia. Playing on Team 2 as the Blood Angels, we've got Mr. Blue Dude. We've got Symbiote playing as the Orks. Whereas on Team 1, playing as the Night Lords, we've got Eri 7889. And we've got Vrax playing as the Chaos Space Marines. So it's a match made in heaven, really, is the Blood Angels and the Orks. If you've ever seen the... it's not part of the Emperor's Texas speech, but it's one of the, side episodes where the Blood Angels eat some Orks, and then they talk Sanguinius, and find out that they must eat Heretic Borgor, which is definitely canon in my head. And yeah, Night Lords and Chaos working together in tandem, that is also lore-friendly. So I'll take it. It's faction wars, kind of, maybe. Quasi. We'll see. Write more fan fiction in the comments. I enjoyed reading some of that earlier in the week. Either way, we've got some Raptors. They're going to come over. And quite aggressive opening. Just thinking if they could just come straight in. Oh no, they're going to come over and say, nah, we want to go up against the Orks. I suppose that makes sense because lots of shooting bits on their buildings, so probably not the best for them, especially these lightly armoured and lightly helved Raptor squads. Even though they are heavy infantry, they do die quite quickly. But then again, do you want to get involved in the Blood Angels? I think both sides are quite difficult to get early game harassment in there. These guys also can hide in heavy cover or light cover. They can go infiltrate. So maybe it's a case of just standing in this heavy cover and just being a nuisance. So in that heavy cover and just shooting at people. Either way, they're going to focus on those machine helots, see what they can do. Oh, we've got Raptors from Vrax as well, so everyone just going for jumpy bits. Assault Scouts, not too keen on them though. They will fall to Black Ridge immediately. And then try and run away best they can. Captain Tyker is out. Raptors going to ignore them. Come straight over and try and deny this listing post. Early game aggression from the southern side. What can the Blood Angels do? Captain Tyker is going to test around as best he can. Also got the Furies coming over as well. So the Orks are going to have to come and see if they can do anything in support. Sure Boys. Not sure the Sure Boys are going to be working all that well, considering that these guys can just jump on top of them and start smacking them around. However, the Captain Tyker, no strangers to close combat. Once he catches up with them, can lay down a world of hurt upon them. Chaos also resisting these Furies quite well, although the Furies barely do any damage really. They're just there for the banter, just there for the fun and the shenanigans. Captain going to keep him on their toes. Listing post not really been built up anywhere, and the Blood Angels are still on their have you built up any listing posts? Does not look like it. I don't think you're actually done, are you? No, you're not. Otherwise, the thing will start spinning around. I think that's how it works. Chaos Lord over here. Will be a bit of a tough customer for Captain Tyker. I do believe Captain will win in a straight 1v1, or at least do a fair bit of damage to him. One scout. Gotta respect that bravery there, but that is all the same. A slow turnaround from the Shoe Boys. Not sure what they were thinking about. I think it was a captain from the Night Lords. Big men will teleport away towards the Blood Angels. A regular squad of tactical marines out. And this is a stabilizing force. There's a lot of things to take on, especially with just a small amount of Raptors. But still, the delay in the Blood Angels economy is going to be quite substantial. Chaos Lord now being chased away. Night Lord Captain unable to really do much apart from maybe get a couple of pistol shots here and there. On his own. Won't do much against him. So that was quite a nail biter. Very close for the Blood Angels for things to go down a little bit south. Orks now capturing the relic in the centre of the map. We'll attempt to prevent the cultists from capturing it. And the old slash and slice of the old stabbers. These double captains there, or lords even. Quite a pain to deal with. They might be close combat specialists, but their bolt pistols are pretty strong as well. They're going for the plasma pistol grid as well. That'll be even better against the heavy infantry of the tactical marines. Everyone just falling back to better positions. They want this relic in the middle, and they're not about to give up. Yeah, the Slugger Boys got no option but to leave there. And what kind of tech is everyone going for at the moment? Orks still relatively there. Tier 2 for the Night Lords. And I assume, yeah, okay, so they've managed to push them off for a bit. They're now stabilising and now making their own push, but they are quite far behind. Are you taking up as well? You are indeed. And Orks. No, you're quite far behind, sir. Yeah, a little bit of an advantage on the southern side still. But it's not completely one-sided. This is a remarkably good selection of units against primarily jumping boys. Can't tie them all up unless they're stood too close to each other. And that Big Mech and Mr. Tycho himself able to hold their own. That Big Mech as well being able to reposition is quite a good thing as well. As the Raptors and the captain, the Night Lords, can only jump once. And so if they jump on top of the Big Mech, you can just teleport out the road and be fine. Now got that plasma pistol for the Chaos Lords. That will massively increase his DPS. Raptors getting a good flanking jump in there. Two boys hiding in the heavy cover, but won't be able to stand up against all these grenade launchers coming in. Not so much because of the damage, but because it'll almost knock them out of the heavy cover almost. That's fine. They've got the relic. Or at least they've got command of the relic area. Raptor Scout Squads still even with 3 models. They are not the healthiest of lads. Primarily for scouting and fringe engagements. But in a general scrum of this size, they don't live for long. Chaos also moving around the flanks. Going in a big little ball. Beautiful animation there. Killing a couple of lads in the process. Could have been a little bit more accurate, but we'll take it. It's Night Lord Captain keeping those shooter boys in the back lines for now. And they must have increased the size of the knob, because I don't remember him being this big. Just look at the size of him. He's even bigger than a Big Mech. Terrifying stuff. Yeah, there he is. All in his heavy armour and that. Assault Squad, give them a taste of their own medicine. This is not enough. Not without the Orc support at the very least. Does come into a couple of plasma guns in there, but the moment they see that weakness, here they come. Big shooters on these shooter boys now there. So heavy infantry, beware. Just a bit of back and forth, a little bit of dancing around this relic here. If they can upgrade this listing post, maybe even, dare I say, put a turret or 2 around it, they can then just sit here quite prettily for a little while. Orcs are now finally in tier 2. So what are you guys doing with your tech? Well, your brief tech advantage. Gone for Sacrificial Circle. Gone for Power Swords. We are seeing some more Raptors. Bionics level 1. And a Vault of Fear. To be fair, I think that the tier 2 plan for the Night Lord should always be going for their heroes. Their heroes are remarkably good. Vehicles are not terrible, especially those flying ones, but generally those heroes pull out a lot of stuff. They do a lot of heavy lifting for the Night Lords. And sorcerers in there. It's doing actually not sorcerers. Looking on the building relatively quickly from what you can kind of gather. Orcs moving into position. They are breaking down that Chaos Lord. Somewhat fierce with those big shooters. Listing post goes down. The Blood Angels are seeing a squad of assault veteran jumpy people coming in. They have now been chained by Sorcerer Lords. They are able to chase after him. And those rocks are going to come in, see what they can do. But Land Speeder, firing support, and a tactical squad of those plasma guns. And they're going to have to get out there as quick as they can. Sorcerer, though, he's got no jumping juice left. Oh, he's taking a really long trip round here, though. Not sure if it's entirely prompted. Oh, no, he manages to get out on the skin of his nuts. Gosh darn it, that's that must be a really frustrating thing. These guys will attempt to chase after. He's gone like the wind. Not getting him anytime soon. Some veterans see what they can do, but not that much at this point. Oh yeah, was that squad wipe? Yeah. Squad wipe being shot through the mid-air. Quite an expensive waste of life there, really. Land Speeder attempting to break down this listing first, but doing barely any damage to it. Needs that, there we go, going to go for a multi-melter. Also got the heavy bottle turret here. Just keeping these guys away from the listing post. Here comes the Dakar jet. Good proper little flying unit there. Has been nerfed for this patch though, sadly. That's okay. I'm sure it'll still be useful. Infiltrated cultists. Not sure if these guys have got any... Oh no, they've got the big mech for infiltration detection, I suppose. That is something. Mr. Shahal able to drop down terror meat on the ground. Does a lot of morale damage very quickly. He pops in the middle of everyone. Rax has got a... Oh, what's it called? A Forge Fiend or something on the way. So that's why these guys aren't engaging just as of yet. Not properly anyway. See what they can do. Must have been spotted. They've got a combination of plasma guns and grenade launchers. Yeah, those assault marines thrown their lives away needlessly for a second time now. Definitely not something in their favour. Sorcerer Lord, that's a... Where are you guys going? It might have been like on... I don't know, like an attack move towards those assault veterans, but... That's not a good... It's opening. However, the Orks are in a very tight-knit formation. That's exactly what the Forge Fiend wants. He's got 3 guns. Terrible might. Those Orks been blasted around left, right and centre. The assault on the relic continues. I want to make sure that... I mean, each team's only got one relic. Have you only got one relic? There's only one relic on the map. Oh, there's only one relic on the map. Never mind me. Okay. Yeah, so whoever controls this has quite a good advantage. You don't want the Blood Angels to have that for too long. As the later in the game they get, the stronger they are, really. And their big units are devilishly good. That Forge Fiend, man. No joke. Even with the melter gun firing at it, barely doing any damage. Orks transitioning to the left-hand side. Submarines keeping the Night Lords at bay. That Decker Jet also causing some issues in the air. Mind you, the Raptors have gone for a multitude of melter guns. So, going up against vehicles shouldn't be too much of a problem for them. Our squad's doing some running and gunning. Forge Fiend gets whittled down ever so slightly. There's a squad of obliterators on the right hand side too. But never mind, you're not an assault squad, you are a Primaris assault squad. Oh, and also a regular assault squad. Fair enough. Yeah, but all these melter guns spell trouble for the dreadnoughts. They're gonna walk back home. This guy ain't giving up. Anything just to keep this guy at bay. Half health, actually. So maybe it's not as strong as I thought it was. I suppose he was relatively asking for it just by standing near him. I'm going to fall back and let these guys deal with him. Is the Forge Fiend anti-vehicle? The Forge Fiend is indeed anti-vehicle. Okay, fair enough. Interesting placement of the heavy bolts of it around the back just to protect this entrance more or less. Not the forward-facing entrance. Landspeeder attempting to get some shots off on there, but taken care of by the Forge Fiend. Forge Fiend gets a double shot off on these guys, bringing them down to just one lowly model. Might actually get a squad wipe there. Can he do it? No, he survives. But it is 60 blue and 15 green to reinforce. So what are you? You are... Ah, Dakar Jet's going around the flanks. But their ability to break down buildings is no longer huge, really. They will fly back home. Their primary job is to kill infantry and heavy infantry. Maybe a little bit of side damage on the vehicles too. And now the relic in the centre, falling to the force of the Dark Gods. Here is a Predator. Good firing rate. Will show that Forge Fiend what it means to go up against Sons of Baal. Double Dackers flying on over. And yeah, I think that those obliterators are probably a prime target here. Okay, yeah, the Forge Fiend is big and scary. Oh, the man was nearly dead. There we go, they've killed it. May as well while you're knocking around it. If the opportunity presents itself, May as well do it. Boys up. Oh dear, this is remarkably good flanking maneuver from the Night Lords. Heavy just showing real pain that they bring to bear. Nice out as well. Like your regular Night Lord infantry, but not as good, but they are a little bit cheaper. Also have access to melter guns and flamers. Or is something else being summoned in by the Night Lords? What will you be? You are a Obliterate squad. And also, like how the Night Lords drop claw thing, it does have its own little turret on there as well. Dakka Jet is going down. Not much of a fight. But it's still knocking around. Oh dear, Forge Fiend re-emerges from the foul machinations of Vrax here. There's basically two battles going on, and both of them are making great use of the Predator. Raptors over here losing their morale, but they're keeping the assault marines at bay. Then these guys on the back lines getting the firing that they need to get done in. But it doesn't seem to be killing them all that quickly. Still two of them alive, as well as a whole bunch of Primaris. Here comes the Nob squad. Biggest and meanest of the lot. But over has been taken care of by the Forge Fiend. As the Primaris attempt to decap that. Just in case Vrax has got the money. And do you have the money for... No, you don't have much money for building anything super huge. Yeah, not much at all. Isis has been brought down to one model. Oh dear. Oh, that's unfortunate. She thought she was going to live, but that homing rocket... What a happy time. Forge Fiend kicks the Dreadnought down. And the assault veterans carving the hides of all these cultists. God, what a back and forth game so far. It was a wonderful opening from the Southern team. Great stabilization from the Northern team. And we are seeing that the Southern team have been using their tech advantage. Should I say their slight tech advantage in the mid-game to get these big and badder units out, but I mean, what do you do against just the sheer mass of just elite infantry? Don't get me wrong, the Northern team haven't gone for anything singularly big, like the Forge Fiend or anything like that, but just a healthy amount of heavy infantry is kind of exactly what the Doctor ordered, really, here. Some more Blairers around the flanks, but none of the Blairers are the way forward. As they can be just chased around by all these jumpy dudes. The lack of mobility that's doing the Southern team in, I think. Got Chief Librarian Mephiston, he's in there. Also got a Predator on the left hand side. Well, there's so much going on, so widespread. Let me just a little bit of a side view in there. Top squad just wrapping themselves around the Predator. Another Terraclaw dropping down. The Atrimenta are here to play. Even though they're a lot smaller than your Nobs. What about the size of it? Is it? Again, an improper chunk I could make that I'm not going to make because I'm a professional. But great, gosh darn it. Yeah, these guys just coming on in. One Nob squad has been left behind, so why not turn around and focus on them? Plenty stuff going on around here as well. Double Predators forcing away that Forge Fiend. Somebody is just hightailing it on over. Oh, that is an impressive amount of Nobs. Those Dakka Jets, as well as the fight. Oh no, never mind me. These are Dakka Jets. These are fighter bombers. Actually, I really do like the fighter bomber usage, especially when there's so much infantry to be bothered by. You can knock over the obliterators. You can open some space for your melee troops to meander their way in. Blood Angels just... It seems like every time one of them dies, two more take their place. Vrax at the moment does not have much spare spending money for reinforcing people. Do you have spare money, Mr. Night Lord man? Oh, he's got plenty of money. If we're doing some more stuff if he wants to. Are you going for anything else? Not at the moment. At the moment, but he is cleaning shop on the left-hand side, actually. Those Atrimenta. Remarkably strong. Keep guessing. Where is Leanne Shall. Oh, you are with the obliterators. That makes sense. Also has an ability where if you target the ground somewhere, it does show a lot more field of view. In fact, do you have that ability on at the moment? Yes, you... No, you don't. Can't tell. Can't tell. As we've seen the vision from everyone else nearby. Yeah, definitely need to take care of those predators there. Basically, those guys and the knobs really did make a big difference. Seeing that Helldrake out, which will be not bothered at all by the knobs. The knobs are dead now, so I assume he'll be transitioning out the knobs into something else. Probably flash gates would be my guess in this scenario. One predator is down. I assume the other one is also dead as well. And after such an epic push down south, they've managed to just hold on for long enough. Now, the ball's in their court. Well, the Northern team don't have much in the way of defences. They are going to go for Storm Raven and a Land Raider in fairness. Will take a while for those big units to come out. I mean, may as well use them while you've got the relic. It does not feel like you'll be having it for much longer. You've got a Death Dread. Big mechs knocking around. War Boss as well. Invisible Tank Busters. I suppose Tank Busters is not a bad shout at all. Furiosa Dreadnought gone the wrong way home. He's not welcome in this neighbourhood. What was that? That was a Whirlwind from the Night Lords. Not sure this Whirlwind differentiates itself from other Whirlwinds. I think it's just like a standard, regular, normal piece of artillery. And we've got Listening Post on the relic. It's down out for the count. Cultists coming on in. Ooh, one bomb from that fire bomber. Bring them all down to half health. Get another one out, that'd be amazing. There's a slow bomb. Top of the mutilators. The nerd not back on them. Yeah, this is a scary firing line here. Predator, Whirlwind, Helldrake. And also just some mutilators in case someone gets some silly ideas of coming too close. Also Obliterate as well. Very flexible frontlander as well. Come on, Psycho, don't do it. Too young. No. Not sure what he was planning to achieve there. Storm Raven though. That guy has got weapons out the wazoo. Here come the Mega Armor knobs and the Death Dread. Dabbing his way on in. But still, whatever the obelisks then, the obliterators go for, their weapons can turn their hands against them. Want to kill vehicles? They could do that. Want to kill demons? They could do that as well. Name it and shame it. They know what to do. Then again, assault veterans. I assume you got your melter bombs. At least I'd hope you would, if that was your plan. I mean, there we go. A couple of booms on there. Storm Raven. It's just so much firepower on him. Also that flexibility to go over cover as well. Remarkably useful. The obliterators are no more. Oh, sorry, we've got one squad over here. Fair enough. Yeah, obliterators like them, especially in a fight like this, you want to make sure that you've got your teleport research online, just so that if you ever need to reposition with these very expensive troops. I mean, obliterator is 100 blue and 35 green. Do not want to lose any models if you can help it. And I get it that the teleporter is a relatively expensive upgrade, but you know, it's like going through the instant avant blocker on. It's like making love without a condom. It's like walking down a dark alley with both earphones in, blasting out Cradle of Filth for, I don't know, Boyzone or whatever the kids listening to these days. You just don't do it, man. Just don't do it. Oh, wait, War Boss, he died. Not careless rocket from the Whirlwind. I do apologise. I don't normally like to zoom out so much in games like this. I like to be like this distance, but the action is so widespread, which is a testament to these guys' ability to micromanage multiple different battlefronts, because I mean, there's just a lot going on. Eldrake being bothered by a lot of infiltrated Orks, but let's swap over to the Orks so we can see exactly where they are. Battle Wagon, interesting choice. You don't normally see a Battle Wagon, but you can go for 4 rocket launchers. Not a terrible idea. There's a Ragged Knight, which seems to have replaced the fort. It seems like that Isakanda Kion, since the update, has replaced the Fawn Princess in popularity of these players. I suppose if you get a hero I can summon a literal Bloodthirster, that's pretty substantial, rather than just spinning around and covering everything in green nonsense. Battle Wagon attempting to reposition itself away from the Ragged Knight. Doesn't seem to be having that much success with it. Splurdy bits on this side as tanks and stuff fall down. There's double Predators on the back lines. Assault Veterans getting a little bit too far forward, but they have just came in just to throw down that Melter Bomb. A double Melter Bomb there, almost bringing it down to the red health, but not quite. Stormraven will chase after it as best it can. They've got the heavy cover of the Southern team, so they've got that advantage in this kind of firefight. But then again, lots of AoE damage from these fighter bombers. One boom in the middle of these guys, and they go flying all the way around. I do believe the knockback as well will be strong enough to knock them out of the heavy cover. We'll have to see. Knocks a fair few of them out of it. It's all you need, really. Oh, just the obnoxiousness of that Stormraven. I love how, like, most flying things just fly in the air, whereas Stormraven, it's, I think the coding or the whatever computer language you use doesn't work unless it's tied to the ground. That's why I see it doing like a bit of a nose dip. Whenever it goes over cover, it kind of just bobs and weaves in its own dance, following its own steps. Raptor squad's falling back, and Spaz not seeing any havocs from the Night Lords at the moment. Can afford that. I mean, yeah, Raptors, they're all good and gravy in the other games, maybe tier 2.5, but when things start becoming a bit of an entrenched slog, definitely need that firepower to support your Raptors. Or at the very least, there are Raptors involved in the combat, but just send them around the back lines and start smashing things up. They didn't seem to be doing much in that engagement anyway. Decimator being bothered by the Land Raider in fairness. And at the moment, no one's got control over the relic, but I assume who's capturing you? It's cultists. The Northern team don't want that. They do not want a relic on a Chaos Spaceman player that's now teched up quite significantly. This may getting some even trades relatively with that Land Raider, but will die to some supporting Melter Bomb fire. Obliterator is now mastered out of position. See, this would be the time to teleport away if you had the teleport ability. Can't imagine he's not done it. Surely he's just used it already. It's a big risk. What are you? You are... Oh, you're just another Predator. Alright, fair enough. Causing the Warp Smith some issues. What's the Stormraven just rubbing its nose on the floor? There's a line of cocaine on it. Warp Talons, not nearly as impressive as the Emperor's Children Warp Talons. What, they've reinforced at 80 blue and 10 green. And they're only, I mean, we don't even know what they're good against according to the tooltips. So it's all up in the air. Battle Wagon been shot down. And the momentum is really strong for the Northern team here. Nothing seems to be slowing them down, especially the Blood Angels. The Chaos Space Marines don't have much else to give here. Attempting to build up another Chaos Predator. As the Orks absolutely pummeled this left-hand flank. I love that the Attrition are in there, though. Trying to get some old high fives on the face before their days are through. The looted tank attempting to fall back away from the baleful fire of the Obliterators. But can't seem to keep up with them. What's going on the right hand side? Oh yeah, Predators just doing Predator things. Some vehicular support. And that is Vax done. Not much else he could do when all his army was dead. The Blood Angels were knocking at the door. And same with the Night Lords. But what a fantastic game. Like I said earlier on, definitely a really wonderful display of teamwork. Both of you going over here, swapping and switching out different Raptor units and different melee units as and when required. Also getting those commanders to add their range damage to the fore. But yeah, just not able to maintain that momentum. Could have done with maybe. See, what would you do in that situation? How would you swap out what they were doing? I suppose there was lots of Forge Fiends and Decimators coming out. Maybe a stronger firing line. Havocs. I think Havocs would have been a real boon there. I mean, yeah, okay, fair enough. You've got the Assault Marines jumping in and whatnot. But I don't know. Maybe have the Raptors swipe them about, and then, or maybe even, hear me out, get a Rhino, pop the Havocs in there. When the Assault Marines jump on top of them, put them in the roundup. Oh, I suppose you got Melter Bombs as well. It's a really tricky one. Let me know what you think these guys should have done, because it is quite a head scratcher. But yeah, cool. Anyway, so thank you boys for sending the game into the Discord. Mine's been Mr. Landshark. Pleasure's always never sure. And I will see you in a bit. Peace.